Profit curves graph the extent to which a population dimension, such as customers or products, contributes to or detracts from overall profitability. The x-axis plots the population dimension in descending order by profit yields, with the most profitable member at the far left and the least profitable member at the far right. The y-axis shows cumulative values for a profit measure, such as net income. Creating a profit curve is a two-part process. First, you design a data form that includes the data you want to graph. Only service administrators or power users can create data forms. Second, you create a profit curve using the data form. Service administrators, power users, and users with the application role to create profit curves can create a profit curve. Start by navigating to the Forms Management page. Select a folder and create a form. As a best practice, create a subfolder under the Library folder to store profit curve forms. On the Properties tab, enter a form name. As a best practice, prefix your profit curve form names to indicate that the form is designed to create a profit curve graph. Verify your cube selection. You can also enter an optional description and form instructions. Select the Layout tab. Notice that all standard dimensions start out in the Point of View Layout section. To move dimensions to other sections, drag and drop the dimension icon. For the row dimension, use the population dimension whose profitability you want to analyze. The row dimension is used for the x-axis in the profit curve graph. Select all members for the dimension that you want to analyze. Remember that the data graph is cumulative, so be sure to select only members that represent similar data granularity. For example, do not include both a parent and its children in your selection. For the column dimension, use a dimension that includes a profit measure, such as a count. The column dimension is used for the y-axis in the profit curve graph. Select only the profit measure you want to graph, for example, net income. For the POV dimensions, select one member per dimension to define the slice of the cube that you want to analyze. You can use substitution variables and user variables in the form POV to make your profit curves more dynamic and targeted to user interests. Do not add dimensions to the page section. Forms with page dimensions are invalid to use for profit curves. Preview the form to verify that it returns data. After closing the preview, click Finish to save and close the form. Now let's create a profit curve. You access profit curves from the Intelligence page. Click Create, then enter a name and optional description. Enable the profit curve to make it available to users. Verify that the cube selection matches the cube you selected for your data form. Next, select a profit curve data form. Select the Measure Dimension and Measure Member. These represent the y-axis in the graph. The lists are populated from the dimension and members you selected for the columns in your data form. Select the row dimension. This represents the x-axis in the graph. The list is populated from the dimension you selected for the rows in your data form. Optionally, add x and y-axis labels for the graph. Finally, save and close the profit curve. To view your profit curve, click its name in the list. To learn more, visit docs.oracle.com.